So you can't handle dairy. Congratulations. You've rolled the lactose intolerance debuff. At first, it seems like a major debuff. Cheese betrays you, milkshakes are your mortal enemy, and eating ice cream is basically playing Russian roulette.
I wanted to say, I'm not lactose intolerant, but I think I would be fine with it, but then I forgot about ice cream. Never mind, I would not be okay. Hi YouTube, welcome back in hell. My name is Cypress, and today we will be watching every real-life debuff that actually is a buff by Paint Professor.
Color blindness. Can you see the number in this circle?
No.
If you can't, you might have just been hit with a permanent debuff called color blindness.
What? No, you're lying.
I'm just messing with you.
Okay, I knew it. I was like, I have seen these circles before, and every freaking time I could see it. I was like, I'm not about to find out I'm colorblind like this. Not like this.
Here's the real test. You can see it now, right?
Yeah.
At first glance, colorblind.
Can you see it, Chad? Can you see the numbers?
This seems like an obvious nerf. It's kind of important to see colors sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
But this debuff comes with a hidden skill boost. Colorblind players get +2 perception and pattern recognition, meaning they can see through camouflage way better than those with normal vision.
Wait a minute, that's not bad.
While most players rely on color-based illusions, colorblind vision cuts through the noise and spots things others miss.
Oh my god!
And in a heavily populated PvP server like Earth, that's actually a solid perk. During World War II, the US military figured this out and started recruiting colorblind spotters to detect
Oh, they did?
hidden enemies in disguised bunkers. One example was a famous infantry captain who rolled severe colorblindness at birth. At first, his nerf status almost disqualified him from joining the military. But when they put him on recon missions, they noticed he could easily pick out hidden threats.
This is so interesting, man. I never knew about this.
Suddenly, his color vision debuff was actually useful, and what he initially thought was a debuff turned out to be a buff. Short height. Almost everybody
Short height, let's go! That's me!
thinks the best meta is to dump all their skill points into height.
Yeah.
Some players even try to hack the game with limb lengthening surgery, a risky mod to their character after creation. And yeah, I get it. The short debuff can be brutal, especially in the lovemaking quests. And don't get me started on the endgame content that is store shelves.
Yeah, true. Store shelves, man. God damn it.
Shorter players have faster reaction times, take fewer injuries from falls, and statistically reach a higher level before dying.
Is that so?
Plenty of great class roles for you as well. In sports like gymnastics, race car driving, and wrestling, being short isn't just good, it's meta. Simone Biles, standing at 4 feet 8 inches, dumped all her height skill points into balance.
Oh my god, she's shorter than me.
And agility, making her one of the greatest gymnasts of all time.
Yeah,
Yuki
she's
Tsunoda,
great,
at
man.
5 feet 3 inches, sacrificed length but gained elite vehicle control and weight distribution, perfect for Formula 1 racing. Rey Mysterio, coming in at 5 feet 6 inches, has insane agility and unlocked high-flying wrestling combos. Compared to you, they're probably quite short, but despite their debuff, they'll accomplish more than you ever will. So short kings and queens, you're not nerfed. You're just built like a high-speed,
We're not nerve. We're the best, man. We're the best.
left-handedness. There's about a 10% chance that you are left-handed, and you might think that's a bad thing. You have probably been smudging ink when you write or struggled with simple tools. Since you belong to the minority, the world isn't built for you.
Oh, do some of you left-handed people don't like it you're left-handed?
But because of this, lefties develop stronger neural connections between brain.
I've actually always been like envious of people that are left-handed because I'm like, everyone is right-handed. I want to be left-handed too, but I'm not. I think you guys are cool.
Making them better at adapting, thinking creatively, and processing information faster. You're basically playing life on easy mode, with a permanent XP boost in problem solving and multitasking. And if you ever step into certain sports like boxing, baseball, or football, it will feel like you've unlocked a rare, overpowered skill tree. Babe Ruth smashed 714 home runs, most of them with his left hand. Manny Pacquiao won 62 out of 71 fights, mostly with a left-handed knockout. 83% of Messi's 697 goals came from his left foot. Because it's rare, your enemies just don't know how to defend against it. You might struggle with scissors, but when it comes to real-world PvP, you're the final boss.
Yep.
Heavy sleeper. If you've ever slept through an alarm, a fire drill, or an entire day...
I wake up from everything, man. My mom could wake me up by just whispering my name at the door. My sleep is fucking light.
Congratulations. You've unlocked the heavy sleeper debuff. It seems like a huge nerf. You miss exams, get easily pranked.
If you're a heavy sleeper, I'm just gonna think about what he might say. Doesn't that mean that your sleep quality is actually like really good? You have like a really good recovery?
But it's not all bad. Heavy sleepers tend to spend more time in deep sleep.
I knew it. Because I'm because my deep sleep is But if you're a heavy sleeper, that means that you get enough of that and that is so important.
Real recovery kicks in. With a higher arousal threshold, they're less likely to get knocked out of it by random noises, twitchy pets, or the neighbor's 6 a.m. lawnmower.
Actually,
that
envious of
uninterrupted deep
this.
sleep is what restores your hit points. Some well-rested buffs you can get from deep sleep include muscle mending, heals and rebuilds muscle tissue.
Yep.
Immunity reinforcement,
Yes.
boosts your body's defenses like a passive shield. Memory autosave,
Yes.
locks in new skills and experiences while you sleep.
I am so
But the brain
envious.
gets the biggest XP boost. While you're offline, it activates the glymphatic system, a
What's
built-in
that?
cleanup crew that clears out junk files and mental clutter, freeing up space for sharper focus and faster thinking when you're back online. And the only way to acquire the well-rested buff is to, well, actually rest. Hypermobility. Ever bent your fingers way further than they should go?
No.
If so, you might be
I
afflicted
know
with the
people.
hypermobility debuff. It's a frustrating debuff. Your joints act like loose hinges. Random pain kicks in if you stay still too long. And a
Really?
sudden movement might just
Oh my
dislocate
God.
something important. But this debuff comes with some
That is scary. Randomly?
surprisingly powerful buffs as well.
Damn.
Okay, maybe fitting through a toilet seat isn't the most impressive move.
Hey, but if he ever gets stuck in a room, he might be able to get out of it. I don't know.
Free resistance, reduced risk of broken bones, and joints that move like they've bypassed physics turn this debuff into a high utility build. In the right scenario, hypermobility becomes straight up overpowered. Take Rubber Boy, for example, a fully maxed out mobility pure who has unlocked some extremely
that
unique
looks
and
scary.
powerful abilities. If the developers ever release a worldwide hide-and-seek server, he'd be rank 1. So yeah, while your joints might freak people out, just know you're playing life on adaptive difficulty.
True.
Big nose. So you've got a big
nose.
schnauzer. Maybe you've been bullied for it, maybe you've considered plastic surgery, or
What is the buff of a big nose? Smell better? Is that it? Better oxygen? I don't know.
maybe you've just accepted that sunglasses will never fit you right. Yeah, I won't lie. The big nose debuff has serious drawbacks and it's staring you in the face every day. But here's what most players don't know. A bigger nose can mean better airflow, stronger endurance, and enhanced
More oxygen!
breathing capacity. Many elite runners, fighters, and athletes have larger noses, which helps them take in more oxygen per breath and perform better under high-intensity conditions. And this isn't just some random bonus trait. This goes all the way back to Neanderthals. Neanderthals had massive...
So it wasn't ever a debuff. It was always a buff. Maybe in the looks department for some people, not what they would want, but it's actually a good thing.
protruding noses, and researchers found that their nasal structure allowed them to move huge amounts of air through their lungs. Not only that, but their noses were specifically built to warm and humidify cold, dry air, making it easier to breathe in harsh environments. And guess what? That same evolutionary advantage is still with us today. So while a society might have nerfed you in the beauty department,
Yeah, exactly. So it's only like a nerf because society now sees it as something that's not up to the beauty standards. So actually, we would all want to have a big nose.
evolution gave you a buff where it actually matters.
Yeah.
You're not just breathing, you're powering up.
Powering up.
Overheating. What's that smell? Is that you? Are you sweating?
No.
If you start sweating just thinking about summer, congrats. You've rolled the overheating debuff. It might feel like a useless debuff, but sweating is actually just a built-in high-performance cooling system. In
That
fact,
is true.
elite endurance athletes train to sweat more because it helps them run longer without overheating. With regular training or
heard
heat
about
exposure,
that.
your sweat glands evolve, growing larger and upgrading their output like built-in cooling mods. Humans evolved to be the best long-distance runners in nature, and guess what? The best runners are the ones who sweat the most efficiently. So while everyone else is slowing down in the heat, your body is running an advanced, self-cooling upgrade. Maybe don't mention it to the ladies. Lactose intolerance. So you can't handle dairy. Congratulations. You've rolled the lactose intolerance debuff.
Congrats!
At first, it seems like a major debuff. Cheese betrays you, milkshakes are your mortal enemy, and eating ice cream is basically playing Russian
I
roulette
wanted to
with
say, I'm not lactose intolerant, but I think I would be fine with it. But then I forgot about ice cream. Never mind. I would not be okay.
But this isn't a nerf. It's the default human setting.
Oh,
Most
this is
mammals
default?
stop producing lactase after infancy. Your body was never meant to process dairy as an endgame player, but thousands of years ago, some humans got a mutation that let them digest milk forever. This wasn't normal. It was basically a paid expansion pack that helped
not
certain
normal.
farming societies farm XP through dairy.
farming simulator.
Milk became a reliable, high-protein consumable in parts of Europe and Africa, giving those players a nutrition boost that helped them survive and level up faster. So if you can't handle dairy, you're actually running on the original unpatched version of human DNA.
Oh, you're actually special then. You're the original.
And this can actually be considered a buff. Lactose intolerant players tend to have healthier gut microbiomes because they rely on more fiber-rich non-dairy foods. Many studies even suggest that they have lower risks of attracting certain digestive diseases compared to the milk drinkers.
Is it because of the milk?
While others are out here chugging milk and rolling the dice, you're sticking to the OG survival build.
Hey, thank God I do not like milk, so maybe I have the same benefits, maybe? I despise milk.
You're not broken, you're just running the base game. Do you have any of these debuffs? Let me know in the comments. Bye.
I have the high debuff. What debuff do you have? Hi, thank you so much for watching. If you liked it, please don't forget to give a like to the video and subscribe to my channel. I also stream live on Twitch and on YouTube, so follow me on Twitch or just turn on the notification bell on YouTube to know when I go live. I hope to see you there. Bye!